Welcome to the Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This video is on your AEW results, spoilers, NXT, dark matches, NXT event, MLW Fusion, Ring of Honor, NWA Power, Inspire Pro Wrestling for this week, actually last week. Matt Hardy has been in talks with top AEW star that he wants to face, speaking with multiple companies and Triple H. Even before his departure from WWE, Matt Hardy's future in the wrestling world has been the topic of discussion for many, and now that he has officially been called a free agent, the possibilities for his future in the business appear bright. In an interview with Sports Illustrated, Hardy touched on a future match he would like to be a part of, Broken Matt, and being a wrestling fan in 2020. According to Hardy, his 27-year career is far from over. I have a few great wrestling matches left in me. I feel like one of those is with Kenny Omega, who is in AEW. As Hardy said, I'd love to have one-on-one match with him. Hopefully that will happen down the road. It would not necessarily surprise fans to see Hardy in AEW, considering recent hints to Hardy on being the Elite, the Young Bucks appearing on Free to Delete, or even recent teases by the Dark Order. I'm speaking with AEW, and I'm very close with the Young Bucks, Hardy stated. We've been great friends for a long time. They understand this business and know how to break the fourth wall and have fun with all of it. They really are special. Despite this, however, AEW is not only company Hardy has spoken to. I've spoken with Impact and I spoke with NWA, Hardy said. And I had great conversations just this week with Triple H about NXT. I'm not sure where I'm going to go from a character's perspective. I want to go to an Arcadia. That's where I can take the second coming of Broken Man and build upon it. I need a canvas where I can paint and collaborate. Well, Matt, you need to speak to me or my future company, and I'll let you do anything. I'm here for you. Creative, you can have. Regardless of where Hardy ends up, one aspect of his return and the future of Broken Matt remains important to him as both wrestler and wrestling fan. Being surprised. I'm a wrestling fan, and when I'm watching, I love to be surprised, Hardy said. That's the beauty of this industry. And as a performer, if you do that in 2020, that's when you truly master your craft. That's what I'm working to do. If you're with WWE, you're with WWE. Triple H is very much part of the pulse of the modern fan. I'm a big fan of what he's done with NXT, and Triple H really gets and understands wrestling fans. His vision is incredible, but there is also the possibility of working for a couple other companies. That was the end of his interview with Sports Illustrated. Well, the coronavirus pandemic continues to have an impact on the world of pro wrestling, as well as Major League Baseball, which has been put on a standstill for 2 weeks. Spring training has been halted, so your regular season has been halted as well, another 2 weeks. New York State Governor Andrew Cuomo has announced that the state is banning most gatherings with 500 people or more until further notice. We're taking new actions to reduce the density of people across the state. So that means your New York Marathon is not going to happen this year. Starting Friday at 5 p.m., gatherings with 500 people or more will not be permitted in New York State. Additionally, for facilities with an occupancy of 500 or more, or 500 or fewer, we are reducing the legal capacity by 50%. Cuomo tweeted. AEW President and CEO Tony Khan addressed the coronavirus pandemic during a backstage meeting before last night's AEW tapings from West Valley City, Utah. Khan reportedly told all AEW talent and staff that no one is under any pressure to work next week's Dynamite episode from Rochester, New York, or any upcoming shows, as long as the outbreak is happening. According to Wrestling Observer Radio, which the event has now been canceled. Khan told AEW crew that anyone who feels illness or stress about traveling has permission to stay home, and nobody will be judged judged by the decision they make. It was also stated that no one will lose their spots or push over decisions related to the COVID-19 pandemic. This means that next week's Wednesday AEW Dynamite show from the Blue Cross Arena in Rochester, New York will not be going on as scheduled. Also noted, there was a makeup date of July the 8th that was floating around earlier, and that is the new date for AEW Rochester. No word yet on where next week's AEW Dynamite will take place, but the company is expected to issue a statement soon. As my video, it has not been announced. Regarding next Wednesday's AEW Dynamite from Rochester, New York, at the Blue Cross Arena, there has been some speculation on the event possibly being rescheduled as well after it was reported that the city has canceled their St. Patrick's Day parade following the first confirmed case of the virus. The health commissioner in Rochester has recommended that they cancel all events with 50 or more people to be in attendance. Right now, it is a recommendation, but not a mandate. Currently, the Blue Cross Arena still has Dynamite listed for next Wednesday. However, on the Facebook page, the arena has next Wednesday's AEW Dynamite, the AEW date on the calendar. But they also have a July 8th makeup date. However, the link for the tickets for the July date redirects you back to this coming Wednesday show. In other news on AEW, on the coronavirus, at Ticket Drew, who often has wrestling-related scoops on scheduling and events, noted on Thursday morning that AEW's next two televised shows have been rescheduled. This has not been confirmed, but these two dates would be next Wednesday's show in Rochester and March 25th, Blood and Guts show in Newark, New Jersey. Drew first said that the New York State ruling should impact WWE's return to Madison Square Garden in New York City on Sunday, March 22nd, which has been canceled. It has not been officially announced, but as of my video, it was announced earlier tonight, being Thursday night, doing this video. The Garden has not commented on a potential cancellation of this writing, but WWE has kept your March 22nd Road to WrestleMania tour for the 22nd, Motor City. On a related note, Newark, New Jersey, Mayor Raj J. Baraka announced on today that the city is advising that all non-essential public gatherings will be canceled for the next 30 days. AEW Dynamite Blood and Guts episode is currently scheduled for the Prudential Center in Newark on March 25th, but this new ruling in Newark, New Jersey could change that. The Newark announcement from the city noted that a non-essential group event is defined as a gathering of 50 people or more for social, cultural, or entertainment events where people are not separated by physical space of at least 4 foot. This includes festivals and parades. On a related note, Ring of Honor also canceled, announced that the coronavirus outbreak is forcing cancellation of Las Vegas Fight Shop appearance by Marty Scurll and PCO. Dearest Ring of Honor family, due to the most recent developments regarding COVID-19, today's meet and greet with Marty Scurll and PCO at LV Fight Shop will not take place. Also, the pay-per-view from Las Vegas has canceled as well. The safety and health of our fans, talents, and staff are always top priority. We appreciate your understanding on the matter. Ring of Honor tweeted. WrestleCon, who has several big events scheduled for Tampa area during WrestleMania 36 week, also canceled due to the outbreak. It has a message for the fans. Going to pin this to the top. Please give us some time to figure out if we are having the event, canceling, or postponing. Your individual needs will be met, but not today. We are not Ticketmaster. We aren't going to keep your money. They tweeted. WrestleCon responded to another fan tweet asking about the travel restrictions of fans coming from parts of Europe outside of the United Kingdom. Yes, Europe has been banned. Thanks to Donald Trump, our President of the United States. He has banned all flights coming to the United States, but not from the United Kingdom. thus still be in Europe. Again, we'll answer all cases once we know our own course of action. We will not steal your money. If we happen to run as scheduled, you will get a refund since you can't travel. However, unlikely we run as scheduled given current climate. They wrote back to a fan. RutsCon has also asked fans to vote if they would go to Tampa or cancel entire trip. When asked about downsizing but still running, they asked just to get feedback that may relate to our decision making. If all WWE events were canceled, yet it was somehow still possible that some smaller groups like WrestleCon, the Collective, Ring of Honor were permitted to continue with events in Tampa, would you go? More news I told you about just a few seconds ago. Ring of Honor announced that their 18th anniversary pay-per-view scheduled for Friday in Las Vegas tomorrow. When this video gets up, it'll be Friday. And their past versus present event on Saturday at Sam's Town Live in Vegas has been canceled as well due to the coronavirus pandemic. Inspire Pro Wrestling episode number 24 that we missed last week, I didn't get the link, is at this link. This week's episode, number 25, at this link. It's all posted both together. And on that show, Davey Vega versus Thomas Shire, Lance Archer versus Raymond Rowe. I think Raymond Rowe was formerly of WWE NXT. Lance Archer, well, you will see him later on. You will hear his name mentioned at Jake the Snake's surprise talent as he was seen in the audience. AEW has announced that a tag team champion, Hangman Page, and a mystery partner for tonight's report versus Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara, possibly your main event for AEW Dynamite. AEW also gave an update on Kenny Omega. He's out for 1 or 2 more weeks because of a hand injury, but he did do action on the show, as you'll hear later on. The latter part of this video also noted Omega injured his hand at AEW Revolution. This was AEW Dynamite will be at the Maverick Center in West Valley City, Utah. AEW announced Dynamite will debut in New Orleans, Louisiana on May 6th. The show will take place at Lakefront Arena and tickets go on sale tomorrow, March 13th at 12 p.m. Tickets are only $25 to start off. Also, AEW World Champion Jon Moxley, AEW World Tag Team Champions Kenny Omega and Hangman Page, Chris Jericho, Cody, Jim Ross, the Young Bucks, and Britt Baker are featured on the promotion graphic. AEW also announced Dynamite will debut in Albuquerque, New Mexico on May 13th at the Santa Ana Center. Tickets go on sale for this Friday, being tomorrow, 12 p.m. noon Eastern time, that is. Tickets also start $25. Also, AEW World Champion Jon Moxley, World Tag Team Champions Kenny Omega and Hangman Page, Chris Jericho, Phoenix, Pentagon are featured on that promotion graphic as well. This Wednesday show takes place from Maverick Center in West Valley City, Utah. And the lineup, Ortiz with Santana versus Cody with Arn Anderson in his corner. Death Triangle, New Faction, Pac versus Pac, Pentagon, and Phoenix versus Private Party and Joey Janela. Drac Express of Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy, and Marco Stunt versus MJF, The Butcher, and The Blade with Wardlow and Buddy in the corner. AEW Tag Team Champion Hangman Page and Mystery Partner versus Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara, a non-title match. Blood and Guts match rules announcement. ML Fusion, episode number 100. At this link, Fatu versus Siva, Pillman versus Havoc, and Smith versus Stevens. I think it's David Moore Smith, David Hart Smith versus Stevens. Go to that link. AEW Chief and Brand Officer Brandi Rhodes revealed on social media that she got a hidden Mickey tattoo. The tattoo is located behind her ear. You can barely see it. Brandi tweeted a photo of her new ink and wrote, "Branded by the mouse. The concept of hashtag hidden Mickey has always fascinated me. There's one he's hiding out in other spots too, including my house. Last Saturday, AEW Revolution, her husband Cody Rhodes revealed that his neck tattoo was met with mixed reaction. Brandi even admitted it. She didn't like the Nightmare Family Inc. I know a lot of wives like to really be really hands-on. Brandi said, my husband makes his own decisions. He's allowed to make his own decisions. So if I decided to do something crazy, he can just let me make my own decisions and laugh. A photo of the tattoo at this link. I probably posted a little bit earlier than that. Ring of Honor episode 441 at this link. AEW posted another teaser for the reveal of Exalted One of the Dark Order on last night's tapings, adding to the rumors and speculation of Matt Hardy being brought in for the group. At this link, being that the event is postponed for later, unknown which they will reveal it or not. Well, the video was that link also noted Matt expected to sign with AEW, but that's not been confirmed. Also, no solid word yet on what he will be doing if he does sign with the promotion. You can see the first letter of each line in the new teaser that spells Matt Hardy. M-A-T-T-H-A-R-D-Y. And what it says in the video. Made from the void of hopelessness and from time spent away with the shadows, this is what it took for me to arrive. The calling. Hello? Are you there? Ready and waiting. Dark Order welcomes me. You are here at this link. Hardy, who is now a free agent after the WWE contract expired last weekend, has not acknowledged the AEW teaser as of the writing, and he doesn't have a no-compete. At AEW Wrestling, the Big Easy will be hashtag All Elite when AEW Dynamite makes it to hashtag NOLA debut on Wednesday, May 6th at the Lakefront Arena. Tickets go on sale and can be seen at this link. AEW Women's Division star Britt Baker will be appearing in a new full-length feature called Powerbomb, a film about independent wrestler on the verge of breaking into the big time. The movie co-stars wrestler Matt Dog Cross, who is best known for his work in Lucha Underground as the Son of Havoc. He's most recently worked with NWA and Ring of Honor. Can be found in that link. Powerbomb was originally in production back in 2017 and will be available on DVD and video on demand on April 14, 2020. Then you can see a clip of that link that I just showed you. OTT Wrestling has released the latest hype video for their March 14th Scappermania 6 special from the world-famous National Stadium in Dublin, Ireland. The promo package highlights a headlining boot for that show, which sees OTT champion and indie sensation David Starr battle AEW World Champion Jon Moxley. Starr criticized Moxley for jumping from one billionaire to the next and claims that the AEW title he holds as a prop and that he is the representation of what a real champion is. He later references OTT as the greatest independent wrestling organization in the world. And you can check out the actual that link. Former NXT Cruiserweight Champion Leo Rush issued a heartfelt statement on Twitter addressing his current battle with mental health. Rush admits that he's feeling depressed, angry, confused, as well as completely numb. He asked fans for prayers to help him get through this tough period. Miserable, depressed, confused, angry, and honestly scared. I've gone numb. I've blacked out mentally, and I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. A dream turned into a disastrous reality. A bittersweet glimpse of what the past has done to my future. Cold, alone, wanting it all to end. This is how I felt waking up this morning. This is me asking for your prayers. Something a lot of people are ashamed to do. Let me be the one to guide you. Let me be your voice. No need to feel alone. I'm here. Rush has been vocal in the past about his battles with depression, including releasing several music tracks that detail his ongoing struggle. Personally, I would like to send prayers from all of us here, myself at Shreveport Connection, wishing you strength, power, and wellness, sir, as well as Lords of Pain, where I got the news from, who also posted the same news. Impact Wrestling's parent company, Anthem Sports and Entertainment, Inc., has announced a new partnership with iHeartMedia, Inc., a multi-year deal. The two companies will collaborate on the co-production of original programming and on the marketing of Anthem properties across iHeartMedia's multi-platform audio network. Tuesday's lineup for Impact, which has already been done. Impact Knockout Champion Jordan Grace, Open Challenge. Micah Elgin versus Eddie Edwards, match 5-on-5. Rhino versus Madman Fulton. The Rascals versus the Desi Hit Squad. Being the Elite episode this week, 194, called Mile High City, which I think you can see action from the Young Bucks. We'll have it. Circle Square is back from the NWA with episode 2 and 3 combined, featuring Colby Carino, George South, Freya the Slayer, and Danny Jordan. Hashtag Circle Square was created to give any challenge on the open market a chance to compete on the NWA Power, and here's the link for that, and National Wrestling Alliance. In episode 1, Luke and PJ Hawks fought the team led by Nikita Koloff of Tyson Dean and Jeff Lewis Neal. As the first season moves forward, each talent is evaluated based on the audience reaction, the feedback of wrestlers, and the approval of the management of National Wrestling Alliance. The goal of each of these talents is to move on to an NWA contract and a chance to be on NWA Power. And you can go to National Wrestling Alliance .com for more news on that. A news mystery men storyline began on last night's WWE NXT episode as Raul Mendoza was abducted by two men wearing lucha masks. Mendoza, who lost to Kushida earlier in the night, was outside of the PC Center after the match when a SUV came speeding up. Two masked men hopped out of the truck and tossed Mendoza in, and they sped away. Speculation on one of the masked men being Jorge Bali, the former King Cuerno, and El Hijo del Fantasma. Bali signed with WWE last year and made his in-ring debut back in February, teaming with Mendoza to defeat Sam Stoker and Lewis Howley at NXT live event. A video of that abduction can be found in this link. WWE held two dark matches before NXT episode to hit the air on the USA Network from the Performance Center for the first time ever. Casey Catanzaro and Caden Carter teamed up in the first match to defeat Santana Garrett and Alia. The second match saw Isaiah Swerve Scott defeat Austin Theory in singles action, as they teased a match last week. Last night's NXT episode from the Performance Center, also a fan appreciation night for the fans in attendance. Fans took buses every 10 minutes, beginning at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, from Full Sail University to the Performance Center for the special episode. As seen in the fan photos, some fan photos, NXT superstars Shotzi Blackheart and Joaquin Wilde spent some time with the fans on the bus. Unless Joaquin now wears a mask, I didn't see him in it. I saw the picture, but I did not get the link. I do apologize. Fans were let into the ring area at the PC Center at 6:30 Eastern Time, 1 hour before dark match began. Triple H then came out and cut a pre-show promo and welcomed everyone to their home. There was also an area where some of the NXT talents watched the show from the crowd. Tonight's special edition of NXT opens up with a video package highlight shown from last week's show, live from the PC Center in Orlando, Florida. As Mauro Ronaldo welcomes us to the show. We see some fans in the Performance Center, not that much smaller than the regular weekly crowd they use at the NXT arena from the campus of Full Sail University. If at all, Mauro hypes the show. He's joined by Nigel McGuinness and Hall of Famer Beth Phoenix, who is coming back after a week off to sell the recent Raw Randy Orton RKO North American title match starts off the show. Cameron Grimes versus Keith Lee. We go right to the ring. For tonight's opening match, the North American champion, Keith Lee, comes out for a title defense. Fan chat for Lee as he heads to the ring. Alicia Taylor does ring introductions as Cameron Grimes makes his way out next to mostly Booze. Taylor does formal ring introductions before they lock up. The bell rings and Grimes does some taunting and stalling. Fans are behind Lee with chants already. Oh, Vasquez glory, as they sing. Grimes goes for a takedown, but sizes Lee up again. Grimes goes for the leg, but Lee overpowers after they tangle. Grimes looks on from the corner to regroup and reassesses his strategy. Grimes goes for the leg again. Grimes goes for a German suplex, but he still has no luck. Lee finally gets his hands on Grimes and drops him with a big double chop to the chest. Fan chant one more time, but Grimes nails the forearm. Lee tosses Grimes out to the floor with ease. For a breather, Lee follows to the floor, but Grimes turns around with kicks. Grimes leaps from the apron to the floor, but Lee catches him in midair. Grimes ends up escaping to the apron and taking Lee in the face. Grimes runs the ropes and flies back out, but Lee grabs him again. They tangle again, and Grimes eats a spirit bomb. Lee brings it back into the ring and takes it to the corner. Fans pop big as Grimes gets knocked from the ring post to the floor. Grimes ends up turning him back around, hitting a big crossbody from up high, but Lee kicks out. We go to a commercial with split screen as Grimes keeps Lee down. More back and forth after commercial. Grimes gets more offense in. Lee counters and goes for a powerbomb again, but Grimes slides out. Grimes delivers kicks. Lee misses a big back fist. Grimes with a super kick and a roundhouse kick. Grimes manages to get Lee up for a huge German suplex, but Lee kicks out of two. Fan chant Nxt at the German suplex. Grimes goes on and ends up hitting a big DDT, but that's still not enough. Continue to trade counters and their signature moves for a few minutes. Grimes comes close, but Lee overpowers. Lee gets a super kick to the face. They run the ropes, but Lee connects with a big pounce out of nowhere. Lee follows up with a big bang catastrophe for the pin to retain. After the match, Lee stands tall and music plays. We go to replays. Lee is raising the title in the middle ring when Damian Priest comes from behind and drops Lee with a nightstick. Shot. Fans boo Priest. Dominic Dijakovic runs down and chases Priest off. Priest taunts Dijakovic from the crowd as he heads to the back. Dijakovic, who is wearing a knee brace from the recent attack by Priest, picks up the title and walks over to hand it to Lee as Lee slowly gets back to his feet. Lee starts possibly thinking Dijakovic is the one who attacked him and immediately plants Dijakovic with a big bang catastrophe. Lee makes the exit with the title and Dijakovic recovers on the floor. Now it's a takeover Tampa before WrestleMania weekend. Women's ladder match for a future title shot as we get quick promo of Mia Yim and Dakota Kai ahead of their qualifier. Back to commercial. Women's ladder match qualifier. Mia Yim versus Dakota Kai. Back with the rate, Mia Yim is out to the ring. The winner of this match will qualify for the women's ladder match at TakeOver Tampa Bay. To determine number one contender, Dakota Kai was out next with Raquel Gonzalez. The bell rings and they go at it. Yim with an early Oklahoma roll and another roll up. They go back and forth. Kai slaps Yim. Yim unloads with more strikes and takes it to the corner. More back and forth. Yim with a basement drop kick. Yim mounts Kai again and pounds on her as Gonzalez watches from ringside. Yim with a kick to the head. More shot into the corner. Yim charges in the corner, but Kai sends her to the apron. Kai misses a big boot and Yim kicks her. Kai goes down on her leg to sell a fake injury, distracting the referee. Gonzalez takes advantage and quickly destroys Yim at ringside. We go to commercial with Yim down against the steel ring steps. Back for the right, Yim takes control with some of her signature moves until Kai drops her face first into the ropes. Yim with a forearm, but Kai returns the favor. Kai with another elbow and a unique chiropractor backbreaker for a close 2 count. Gonzalez can't believe it at ringside. Kai is also shot at the count out, showing frustrations now. Fans try to rally for Yim. More back and forth between the two. Kai tries to expose the turnbuckle as Yim tries to powerbomb her. Yim overpowers and hits a powerbomb. They go on and Gonzalez ends up interfering to more boos. Yim tries to tell the referee and the referee argues with Gonzalez. Kai takes advantage, rolls Yim up, but the referee isn't ready for the count. Yim goes on and ends up hitting for protect your neck for the pin to win and earn the takeover spot. Winner of the match, Mia Yim. After the match, Gonzalez attacks Yim from behind and lays her out with a chokeslam. Kai looks on and stares Yim down as they make their exit. We get a look at the women's ladder match for TakeOver, which now only has Yum and Chelsea Green confirmed. Fans chant for Yum as she stands tall and makes her exit. Tommaso Ciampa's seen backstage walking into the building. Mackenzie Mitchell tries to get a word in edgewise, but he says, "This way, follow him." We see Undisputed Era backstage, hanging out ahead of tonight's title shot. Back from the break, we get another teaser video for the mystery NXT superstar to debut soon. Believed to be Killer Cross, the clock ticks. Kushida versus Raul Mendoza. Back to the ring and out first Kushida. Raul Mendoza was out next. Back and forth to start the match. They were on the ropes, straight counters. Mendoza with a first big takedown for a pop after a shot to the jaw. Mendoza with a big chop in the corner. Mendoza fights back in front of the apron and leaps from the top, but Kushida decks him in midair, sending him out to the floor. Kushida runs the ropes and leaps out, taking Mendoza down on the floor. Kushida brings it back in to the ring, kicking Mendoza in the back of the head from the apron. Kushida goes up top, but has to roll through. Mendoza counters and drops Kushida on his head with a twisting neckbreaker. Mendoza keeps control for another 2 count. More big strikes between the two. Kushida with a cartwheel into a basement drop kick after a series of moves. Fan chant for Kushida and chant NXT now. Mendoza ends up rocking Kushida with a kick to the head while Kushida sits on the top. Kushida's dazed while up top. Mendoza rocks him and climbs up. Kushida fights back and they tangle on the top turnbuckle. Kushida hits the super Spanish fly into an armbar. As soon as they hit the mat, Kushida gets the win. After the match, Kushida stands tall. Music plays. The fan chant his name as we go to commercial. Go to replays. Kushida continues to play to the crowd as they chant his name. Beth shows us how NXT Women's Champion Rhea Ripley rocked Charlotte Flair with a big punch on Monday's Raw. Ripley will be here on NXT tonight to push their WrestleMania 36 title match. Back to commercial. Back to break, we see a video from earlier with Mackenzie interviewing Tyler Breeze at the Performance Center. Breeze is talking about what the Performance Center means to him. And says without it, there would be no Tyler Breeze. They're interrupted by Austin Theory. Theory introduces himself and says he watched Breeze while he was in high school. Theory admits it. Performance Center made superstars, but Breeze isn't one of them. Breeze snaps a photo of Theory with his phone, and this leads to more words between the two. "Did you just take a picture of me?" he said. Back to the ring. Out comes NXT Women's Champion Rhea Ripley as Nigel McGuinness hypes Charlotte Flair versus Ripley at WrestleMania 36. Ripley takes the mic and says if Flair is going to psych her out before WrestleMania, she needs a better game. Ripley admits this is the biggest match of her career and there are nerves. But what gets her through it is knocking the queen on her butt. So comes WrestleMania. The music interrupts. Out comes Flair to mostly boos. Fan chant, "You don't go here," as Flair slowly makes her way down the ramp. Flair responds and says she made her. She says Ripley has guts. Flair plays the crowd some more, and they chant, "Go back to Raw" at her. Flair tells them to be quiet. This is WrestleMania. It's just too much. Too fast, too soon. She's not talking about the stadium or the 80,000 fans that will be chanting Ripley's name. Fan chant, "Rhea, now, what is Flair talking about? This right here, the Queen, is going to be too much for Ripley to handle. Flair is on the apron now." Flair says he's going to take Ripley to the deepest waters, down the fastest rising star in WWE, and she's not going to do a dang thing about it. Flair steps through the ropes, and Ripley immediately attacks her. They start brawling all over the ring. Flair levels Ripley, and fans boo. Go back to Raw. Chance breaks up again from the crowd. Flair goes for the figure four, but Ripley kicks her into the turnbuckle. It looks like Flair is about to retreat, but she slams Ripley's neck into the ring post and wraps it around as fans move. Flair applies the figure four around the ring post now. Ripley screams out as Flair puts the pressure on her knee, driving the heel of her boot into the knee. Officials run down. Flair finally lets Ripley fall to the floor as the boos continue. Flair taunts Ripley some more and makes her exit as the crowd continues yelling at her. Now it's led to a video package of NXT UK champion Walter as his dominance. The video was narrated by Finn Balor. We see Balor holding up his passport now. He tells Walter that lies travel faster than the truth. Finn is headed to NXT UK to confront the leader of Imperium. As it appears, we go back to commercial. Back for the break, and we see a pre-recorded video of Mia Yim backstage talking about the women's ladder match at TakeOver. SUV comes speeding by again. Two masked luchadors wearing the same mask hop out and apparently kidnap Raw Mendoza. So this was a segment for that. I didn't see that on NXT. I was going back and forth between NXT and AEW. They load them up into the SUV and speed off. Women's ladder qualifying match again. Tegan Nox versus Deonna Purrazzo. We go back to the ring. Out first comes Tegan Nox. Deonna was out next. Winner of this match will earn a spot. Women's ladder match at TakeOver. Back and forth to start. The match, they trade counters and pin attempts. Purrazzo with an armbar out of nowhere. Forcing Nox to scream out. Nox gets free and ends up laying Purrazzo out with the shiniest wizard. Nox covers for the pin to win a short match. After the match, Nox stands tall as the music hits. We go to replays. Nox, Chelsea Green, and Mia Yim are now official for the ladder match. We see the Broserweights backstage warming up. Back to commercial. Back for the break. We got another teaser video for the mystery superstar to debut. A woman can be seen in the graphics this time. Could that be Scarlett Bordeaux, the girlfriend of Killer Cross? Possibly Affection. Both of them together. NXT Tag Team title match. Undisputed Era versus Broserweights. We go to the ring for tonight's main event. Out comes the Undisputed Era, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. With Roderick Strong and NXT champion Adam Cole. Will they stay at ringside for the match? Purple light shines over the ring as Velveteen Dream appears on the platform above the announcers. Dream taunts Strong and Cole has words with Cole. Dream never cared about Strong or his family. He was just using Strong to get to Cole and the NXT title. Cole fires back and says Dream lost last week. He hasn't earned a title shot. Cole goes on and says he will have a special celebration for next week as we also become to the longest reigning champion next Wednesday. Cole wants he and Strong to take out Dream, but Dream snaps his fingers and walks away, leading the way for the NXT Tag Team Champions, the Broserweights, to come out. Pete Dunne and Matt Riddle. Dunne starts off with O'Reilly and they trade holds. Dunne with the first takedown as Strong and Cole watch from ringside. Fish and Riddle come in with more back and forth between the two now. The tangle and Riddle slams Fish. They break and go at it again. Fish strikes Riddle, but Riddle takes him down. Riddle with another gut wrench slam. Dunne joins him as O'Reilly runs in. Riddle and Doom hit gut wrench slams on the challengers at the same time. Stereo gut wrench suplexes. The challengers regroup as the champions stand tall. Back to commercial. Back to the ring. Riddle slams O'Reilly for a close 2 count. O'Reilly turns around and mounts Riddle with strikes. Fish tags back in for a quick double team as Cole and Strong cheer them on. Fish with another close 2 count on Riddle. Fish keeps Riddle from tagging out and rocks him with another big forearm. Fish launches himself in from the apron with a senton to Riddle for another 2 count. O'Reilly tags in for double snap suplex. Riddle kicks out too. O'Reilly grabs Riddle and works him over now. O'Reilly with some knees on the ground and on his feet. Fish comes back in, but Riddle unloads with strikes. Fish comes back with a knee strike. Riddle drops Fish out of nowhere with a Pele kick. O'Reilly comes in to stop the tag, but Dunne gets it anyway. Dunne goes to work on O'Reilly and hits a sliding German suplex. Dunne focuses on the limbs of both challengers now. Dunne and O'Reilly tangle on the mat now. More back and forth. Riddle leaps out and takes everyone down on the floor. Cole and Strong are in the ring while the referee has his back turned. The referee turns back around and Dunne throws himself to the mat. Cole and Strong plead with the referee. Riddle comes over and says he saw Cole and Strong kick Dunne to the mat. The referee relieves the Broserweights, ejecting Cole and Strong to the back. Riddle and Dunne taunt the Undisputed Era as the fans sing goodbye to Cole and Strong. Back to commercial. Back for the break. Riddle ends up unloading on both challengers with strikes. Riddle drops O'Reilly on his head for a 2 count. Fish and O'Reilly go for a double German suplex, but the champions land on their feet and keep control. Dunne goes on and hits a Tiger Driver on O'Reilly for a 2 count. Dunne stomps away on O'Reilly. More back and forth as O'Reilly makes a comeback. More back and forth between the two teams. Riddle slams Fish for a pin, but O'Reilly is legal, flying off the top rope with a knee drop. Middle kicks out just in time. Dunne goes for a moonsault to Fish on the floor and misses. O'Reilly flies off the apron with a knee strike to Dunne on the floor. Fish ends up driving Riddle into the mat in the middle of the ring. Riddle kicks out just in time. Riddle fights off both challengers by himself. Riddle takes them both down for a big pop. The grizzled young veterans come to the ring and get on the apron. James Drake and Zach Gibson come down and get on the apron to distract the champions. Dunn ends up taking care of them, and then Riddle backdrops Fish onto the vets, taking them down to the floor. Riddle and Dunn go on, hit double team on O'Reilly for the pin to retain in the middle of the ring. After the match music hits, Riddle and Dunn start celebrating with the titles. And now just hype next week's show. Candice LeRae versus Raquel Gonzalez in a TakeOver ladder match qualifier. Also, Adam Cole's NXT title celebration. Nigel promotes the Finn Balor's appearance on NXT UK for Friday's episode, or Thursday's episode. We go back to the ring. Out comes Tommaso Ciampa for the show closing segment. He slowly walks down the ramp as we go to commercial. Back for the break, Tommaso Ciampa's in the ring with a microphone. He's not sure if Johnny Gargano can hear him. Ciampa says Gargano promised everyone last week that he would find out why this week, and time is about up. Ciampa goes on, and Gargano interrupts from the meeting room in the back of the Performance Center. Gargano promises they will do it the Gargano way. Gargano says everyone knows they were wrong about Ciampa, as he's done nothing over the past 3 years. He calls Ciampa the worst in NXT history. Gargano continues ranting about Ciampa until Ciampa exits the ring and heads to the back. Gargano turns around, Ciampa enters the room. They start brawling all through the back rooms of the PC Center. They fight into the trainer's room, and we see Kushida being tended to. Ciampa grabs a crutch and bends it over Gargano's back. Well, it looks like a security guard tries to come from behind, but Ciampa drops him. They fight out into the gym area where the weights are. Ciampa goes down and comes back and sends Gargano face first into a door. The referee tries to stop Ciampa. Gargano with a shot of something to the face and eyes of Ciampa. Gargano grabs Ciampa and sends him head first through the glass window of a door. The glass shatters, and when Ciampa's head goes through it, heck, I only heard the sound of it. I thought Stone Cold was entering the ring, entering the picture. Security comes out again and tries to stop the ball. The officials are also trying. Gargano beats Ciampa around the gym area. Gargano grabs a big steel weight and tosses it, but Ciampa moves out of the way. Ciampa grabs the weight and hits Gargano in the gut with it. Ciampa grabs a smaller weight and throws it, but Gargano moves and the weight shatters a large mirror on the wall. Well, that's 7 years bad luck for him. The brutal brawl continues as they fight back out to ringside area. They trade lefts and rights to the crowd at the Performance Center. Gargano gets the upper hand and plays to the crowd, but they boo him. Ciampa gets the advantage and decks Gargano. Fan chat daddy's home. Ciampa grabs a steel chair. Ciampa charges with the chair and rams it into Gargano's head up against a part of a steel barrier. Fan chat, holy crap. And NXT now. The ball continues over near the announce table as the announcers scatter. Gargano walks up to the perch above the announce table, and Ciampa follows. Ciampa tries to jump Gargano over the railing onto the announce table, but Gargano super kicks him back. Neither one of them falling. Gargano removes the railing from the perch as the fan chat, holy crap, again. Gargano looks to drop Ciampa from the perch up high through the announce table down below, but Ciampa hangs on and rocks him again. Gargano escape and a kick to the mouth. A referee has been dropped on the perch as well. A punch from Ciampa. Gargano punched him. Gargano wants everyone to see what is about to happen to Ciampa, he says. We're 2 minutes into the overrun now. Gargano looks to put Ciampa from the perch to the table now, down below. Ciampa counters at the last second and puts Gargano through the announce table with a huge fairy tale ending. Gargano looks shocked, which is nothing more than a side effect. Gargano looks shocked and in pain. With the shoulder in bad shape, fans go nuts and the holy crap chant breaks out from the crowd. Officials rush over to check on both men. Ciampa and Gargano are rolling around in pain on the collapsed announce table, which has been flattened. NXT General Manager William Regal is among the officials tending to the chaos. The first ever NXT from WWE Performance Center goes off the air with Gargano and Ciampa selling the huge perch bump. Also noted, this week's special edition of NXT on USA Network ended with Ciampa Gargano destroying the PC Center after brawling through it. Also, WWE released a post-show footage of the destruction done to the Performance Center in Orlando. One trash PC Center link and this link. NXT went off the air after Ciampa put Gargano through the announce table with air raid crash from up high on the perch that sits above the NXT announcing. Fan chat, holy crap, as NXT General Manager William Regal and others checked on the former DIY partners. After the USA Network broadcast ended, Ciampa yelled out while Gargano was loaded into a neck brace and stretched out. Ciampa continued ranting and attacked the few enhanced talents, placing the crowd as extras, which resulted in Regal getting knocked down. Regal and Ciampa then had an intense showdown. At ringside, Ciampa finally left, but then ran back down and attacked Gargano again. Gargano eventually stretched out of the Performance Center and into an ambulance. Wife Candice LeRae was not there for the ride, and you can see a video from this link. And comments from Regal, the acts of Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa on Twitter to each other and the WWE Performance Center are beyond unprofessional and unacceptable on every level. I will be dealing with this privately with both gentlemen. As he wrote, no word yet on what WWE has planned for Ciampa versus Gargano feud next, but the show will be back to airing from the NXT Arena at Full Sail University next Wednesday. Next week's episode aired from the Performance Center for the first time ever because the school needed Full Sail Live, the NXT Arena, for an event related to their annual Full Sail Hall of Fame week. Ciampa vs. Gargano was stipulation is expected to be announced for the big takeover Tampa Bay event during WrestleMania 36 weekend, April 4th on Saturday. AEW Dark video episode, this link. Spoilers I gave from last week. Dark spoilers for next week, part 1, next week. Tonight's AEW Dynamite from Maverick Center in West Valley City, Utah. Before the event got going, TH2, Jack Evans, and Angelico defeated Brandon Cutler and Michael Nakazawa in the first dark match of the night. And AEW Dynamite starts off with a recap of the Inner Circle taking down Jon Moxley out from after last week's main event, then returning and eventually getting powerbombed off the stage. Earlier, Hangman Page talked with Tony Schiavone and asked who his partner is tonight. Matt and Nick Jackson will show up. Page says it's a mystery, but he wouldn't pick either of them. It's someone he's known for a long time and trusts. Or does he? Does he actually, Cody with Arn Anderson and Brandy Rhodes versus Ortiz with Santana. And also all the other members. Ortiz getting the best of Cody early on in the stage of the match. Camera cuts to the crowd where Jake Roberts and Lance Archer make their way to the front row. Cody launches Ortiz into the steps. Santana gets in front of his tag team partner for a moment. They make their way to the ring. Cody controlling things until Santana tugs at his boot for the distraction. Ortiz with a kick from behind to drop Cody. Cody with a knee to the midsection. Tries for a kick, but Ortiz drops Cody's knee down from the shoulders. All Elite Wrestling on TNT. AEW on TNT. Is that and Lance Hoyt with at Jake the Snake DDT. Hashtag AEW Dynamite. Cody sent it out to the floor. Santana with a cheap shot to Cody's leg. Arn barking at Santana. Ortiz tosses Cody back in the ring. Big splash covering for the 2 count. Camera cuts to Roberts and Archer again, looking on. Cody working his way back in the match. 10 punches to the corner on his opponent. Ortiz flips down to the mat. Cody takes off his weight belt and launches it into the crowd. Cody's up top. Santana with a distraction. Ortiz crosses Cody. AEW on TNT. Ortiz _ powerful. Just out here adding insult to injury. Santana goes up for a superplex, but gets pancaked to the mat. Referee checking on Ortiz. Santana grabs Cody's foot before he can leap off. Brandy comes over and smacks Santana with her belt to get him away, and she runs away. Ortiz still hits a superplex on Cody, pinned for a 2 count. Santana and Ortiz now facing off on the floor. Cody hits Santana with a suicide dive. Ortiz falls, blocked. Cody lifts and plants Ortiz on the ramp. Archer was about to jump the rail, but Robert says something to him to keep him back. Robert smiles over at Arn. Back in the ring, Ortiz with a drop kick to the knee. Fisherman suplex covers for a 2 count. Roberts and Archer leave and head to the back. Cody gets Ortiz's leg over the rope. Dragon screw leg whip. Then kicks the leg and finally stomps down on it. Cody locks in the figure 4. Ortiz finally taps out to it. At AEW Wrestling, Lance Hoyt wants in, but at Jake's sake, DDT has something else planned. Winner of the match, Cody by submission. All Elite Wrestling on TNT, AEW on TNT. What happened at I Am Jericho and at the hashtag in the circle done to Nick Jackson. Hashtag AEW Dynamite. After the match, Santana wins the cheap shot on Cody with the loaded sock. Matt and Kenny run down to the ring to help Arn get rid of the Inner Circle members. From the big screen, Chris Jericho with Sammy Guevara and Jake Hager tells the group they are being put on notice. In 2 weeks, we're going to beat the hell out of you, pumpkinhead. Deep shit, is what he said. They say, guys probably wondering where Nick is. They ran into him, and it looks like he had a bit of a headache. The camera pans down, and Nick is squashed under a big door. Blood pouring from his head. The Elite and others run to the back to check on him, and the Inner Circle escape. During the split screen commercial, medical staff helps Nick back up, puts him on a stretcher, takes him to an ambulance, supposedly. Looks like Cody and Matt Jackson, maybe Kenny Omega, couldn't quite tell, are going to the hospital in a separate car. I know Cody, I've seen Cody and Matt go. Bea Priestley and AEW Women's World Champion Nyla Rose versus Chris Statlander and Hikaru Shida. Next match, Priestley and Rose quick attack on their opponents. Rose drops Shida in the ring, kept up by her opponent at a shove, but Rose flattens Shida with a clothesline. The champ with a standing leg drop covers for a 2 count. Priestley tags in and hammers away at Shida and keeps control of the match. Rose gets tagged in and kicks Shida right in the midsection. AEW TNT, don't mess with a native beast and not a Rose beast. Hashtag AEW Dynamite, suplex on Kushida, pin attempt, 2 count. Statlander gets the tag. Priestley initially keeps control, locking in a submission. Priestley leaps up to the second rope. Statlander stops her. Backbreaker then puts her in the corner on the second rope. Shida with the tag in, suplexes her own partner into Priestley, covers for a 2 count. Crowd with a holy crap chant. Priestley cracks Shida with a kick. Shida does the same. Priestley hits a suplex, but then takes a knee to the back of the head. AEW Wrestling, Bea Priestley showing her aggressiveness tonight. Hashtag AEW Salt Lake City. 88 people talking about it on Twitter. Shida looks to tag out, but Rose gets tagged, runs over and knocks Statlander off the apron. Crowd booing the chant. Shida drops over the top rope, up to the top rope, goes for a big knee drop. Statlander pulls her partner out of the way. Statlander with a kick. Shida hits a low missile drop kick off the top rope. Statlander and Shida with double kicks on the champ, covering for a 2 count. Shida with an insecurity, lifts and plants Rose, covers, Priestley breaks it up. Statlander sends her out of the ring, ripcord clothesline by Rose on Statlander. Shida with her Hurricane on Rose, goes up and hits a superplex on Priestley, but Rose then hits a spear on Shida. Beast Bomb covers for the 3 count. Crowd was well into the match. After the match, Priestley drops Rose and then holds up the title for a moment before tossing it to Rose. AA Wrestling said there is no Exalted One. It's all a lie. At Pac Daniels, hashtag Dark Order sucks. 2 weeks ago at Revolution, Christopher Daniels came to the ring like he was the Exalted One, but faked out the Dark Order to help save his SU stablemates and Colt Cabana. Last week, SU and Colt Cabana beat Dark Order in 8-man tag. Daniels doesn't mock Dark Order visit. Dressed as a spokesman, talks about the Dark Order initially being poised for success until they ran into SU. Daniels dressed in his SU gear is spiced in from time to time to make fun of the group. Screw the Dark Order, Daniel says. He challenged Evil Uno and Grayson to singles matches at any time they want. Daniel says there is no exalted one, and he'll prove it by beating each guy, and no exalted one will show up. Well, didn't they do another mess up in the previous match before that? As they announced next week. And they also said that the event was canceled. So do they know or do they not? No. MJF, the Butcher, and the Blade with Bunny and Wardlow versus Jurassic Express, Luchasaurus, Marco Stunt, and Jungle Boy. Stunt and MJF starts out. MJF wearing I Pin Cody t-shirt, shoves Stunt into his corner, turns around to take his shirt off and taunt a bit. Luchasaurus is tagged in and walks up behind MJF. MJF backs away. Butcher and Blade get in double chop box on the big man. Though, as MJF gets him some shots, Luchasaurus is kept in the wrong side of town as MJF's team tags in and out to beat him up. AEW on TNT, that's right. At the underscore MJF, you better watch out for at Luchasaurus. Hashtag AEW Dynamite. Luchasaurus tries to fight back. Dragon through leg whip by MJF. Luchasaurus can't tag his way out of the match and continues to get beat up by his opposing team. Luchasaurus fakes Blade with a heel kick and hits a roundhouse kick. Both Blade and MJF hold one of his feet to keep him back. He just slowly walks across the ring with both of them, but they trip him up momentarily. Jungle Boy tags in. Big shots to everyone on the other team. Big lariat to Blade. Second rope moonsault that sends him out to the floor. He looks surprised, but Butcher stops him. Stunt leaps off the top rope. Assisted Hurricanrana tries to suicide dive on two guys. They catch him. Jungle Boy follows and knocks all three guys down. At AEW on TNT, another look at Ref Aubrey showing who's boss. Luchasaurus with a step-up senton to the floor on all three guys. Holy crap for the crowd. Back in the ring, Luchasaurus with a double choke slam, standing moonsault on MJF, covers. It gets broken up. Butcher and Luchasaurus each throw headbutts, big chops. Luchasaurus with a roundhouse kick, but Butcher hits a lariat in return. Stunt tags in and stomps away at MJF in the corner. Jungle Boy up to the top rope, Bunny on the apron. For a distraction, Blade shoves Jungle Boy to the floor. Wardlow blasts Luchasaurus on the outside as the referee is distracted. MJF nails the salt of the earth, which is a Fujiwara armbar, and Stunt immediately tapped out. Last week, recap of the main event with Sammy Guevara and Chris Jericho beating Darby Allin. Video for Darby Allin showing someone in a body bag wearing a Sammy Guevara mask. Allin has Jericho mask on. Allin gets in the truck and pulls the body back around a yard with music playing in the background. AEW on TNT, and Real Britt Baker on the mic with Tony Schiavone 24 is always quality. Hashtag AEW Dynamite on the stage. Back in the arena, Tony Schiavone introduces Britt Baker again this week. She comes out with some coffee. Says that she's glad Tony is here because there's not much to do in Utah. Baker makes fun of the state's liquor laws and the poor oral health among the fans. Baker says, despite everyone in the crowd looking the same, like we're at a family reunion, everyone can reach their goals, even if it's being a janitor. That's why she's here to be everyone's role model and lead by example. Crowd boos. Big Swole makes her way out and says all Baker does is talk. Swole gets closer and Baker hides behind Tony. Public service announcement. Boo. He don't even like you. Baker says the only wrestler anyone cares about in her household is her boyfriend, Cedric Alexander. Swole then shows her ring. I'm married, baby. Baker then throws the coffee in her face and runs off to end the segment. And Swole just looks at her surprised. Joey Janela and Private Party versus the Death Triangle of PAC, Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix. Death Triangle with immediate attack. Pac and Cassidy get things going. Back and forth reversals, leads to Cassidy with a big kick. Pac drives Cassidy into his own corner. No tag though. He eventually makes his way back over. Quinn tags in. Cassidy hits silly string. Janela tags in and faces off against Pentagon. Taking a big leg kick. Janela takes Pentagon off his feet. Hits a big lariat. Pac runs in and drops Janela. Other members get in and go after each other. Janela to the corner and hits crossbody on all three opponents. To conclusion of AEW Dynamite. Back to the match. Janela going to work on the opposing team. Hits the suicide dive of Phoenix. Tags in Quinn. Does Quinn and Juice, except with a Death Valley jobber. Cassidy with a big set on. Quinn hits a shooting star press. Covers for a 2 count. As Pentagon breaks it up. Tag in. Plants Quinn to the mat. Big kick to the leg. Phoenix and Pac get involved. Triple team move on Quinn. Covers for a 2 count. All Elite Wrestling on TNT. And AEW on TNT. Incredible teamwork from Janela Baby and Private Party. Hashtag AEW Dynamite. Pac tagged in. Spinning heel kick. Lands another. Jumping suplex. Quinn lands on his feet. Phoenix and Pentagon sent out to the floor. Pac and Janela ends up on the apron. Quinn goes over the top and hits a senton on Pentagon. Cassidy then leaves off of Pac's back. Hits a senton on Phoenix. Janela with a Death Valley jobber on the apron. On Pac. Janela goes up top. Elbow drop. Covers for a 2 count. Phoenix in with a springboard cutter. Pentagon and Phoenix hit back. Package pile jobber. Foot stomp combo on Janela. Pac then heads up top. And hits a back up black arrow for the pin and the win. That's the move that he was doing as it was Neville in WWE. After the match, Death Triangle locked all three guys up in a triple submission. Best friends and Orange Cassidy out to clear Death Triangle from the ring. Backstage, Lexi Nair talks with Dustin Rhodes and asks him why he's in his ring gear. Dustin says he's pissed off and is tired of the Inner Circle. He tells Hangman Page that he's his partner tonight, and they are fixing to do some cowboy crap. So there's your partner for tonight. Mystery partner will see some submission as Shawn Spears looks for the perfect tag team partner. Rules announced for a blood and guts match. 2 men enter the cage for 1 5-minute period. Then every 2 minutes, another participant enters. Kind of like Elimination Chamber. Match officially begins after all 10 men have entered the cage. The winning team is determined by making any opponent submit or surrender. No pinfalls, no countouts, or by escaping the cage. AEW and TNT, the champ, John Moxley speaks at JR's barbecue about recent events in hashtag Dynamite, AEW Dynamite, on hashtag TNT Drama. Jim Ross had a one-on-one interview with AEW champion John Moxley. Ross says Moxley is not medically cleared after last week's show. Moxley just says he's not feeling 100% right now. Doesn't go into specifics. Ross says the 1-on-5 odds are tough for Moxley. Moxley says he means what he said and calls out Hager after the Powerbomb. Ross asks Moxley what his plans is for Newark. Moxley says he wouldn't miss that show for the world. Says the Inner Circle is focused on the Elite, but Moxley is in their blind spot. Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, with Santana Ortiz, and Jake Hager versus Hangman Page and Dustin Rhodes. Commentary says Page and Rhodes hasn't talked at all before this. Page didn't seem thrilled with Dustin being his partner. Jericho starts out with Page, but quickly tags out to Sammy. Page goes to work on Guevara. Rhodes tags in and beats up Guevara some more, whipping him into the corner. Page brought back in, but Guevara dumps him out to the floor. Page gets dropped. Jericho mocks Page. Taking a beer. I'm a cowboy. Page punches Jericho. He spits the beer up in the air. Page then takes the beer and has some himself. He turns around and eats a penalty kick from Guevara on the apron. Back in the ring, Jericho continues to chop away at Page. At TD_Wrestling, you heard it from at I Am Jericho first. Hashtag AEW Dynamite. Hashtag AEW on TNT. Guevara brought in, but Rhodes tagged in. Big spinning power slam on Guevara. Punches Jericho right in the face. He swings away on Guevara in the corner. Leaps off and pops Jericho again. Guevara lands a kick though. Covers for a 2 count. Jericho tagged in, beat up Dustin. But he's able to tag in Page. Guevara also tagged in. Eats some strikes. Match some boots to the face. Jericho tries to hit Page. Gets knocked off the apron. Page was followed by a slam on Guevara. Kip up, leap over the top rope, and clears out Jericho. At TD_Wrestling says at Dustin Rhodes and at the Adam Page take flight. Hashtag AEW Dynamite, AEW and TNT. Guevara with a hook kick. Jericho tagged in, lands a bunch of chops. Page on the apron, punches Ortiz. Page and Rhodes both go up. Rhodes with his twisting across the body on Jericho Guevara. And Page hits a moonsault on the inner circle. Members out on the outside. Page looks for the buckshot lariat, but it's countered into the walls of Jericho. Dustin breaks that up. Dustin sent out. Page looking for the buckshot lariat on Guerrero, but Jericho yanks him to the floor to save that. Rhodes with a Canadian Destroyer in the middle of the ring on Guerrero. Buckshot lariat by Page on Guerrero for the win. Winning the match, Hangman Page and Dustin Rhodes by pinfall. At G_Wrestling, give it to him at Matt Jackson 13 for your next part. Hashtag AEW Dynamite, AEW on TNT. After the match, Inner Circle immediately attacks. Much of the Elite is already gone. Omega runs out, has a broken hand though, and that's attacks. Jericho with a Judas Effect. Cody runs out, swings away on everyone. Hager with a big spine buster on him though, and he's tossed to the floor. Ortiz suplexes Cody on the ramp. Page is brought up to the stage by the group. Page is almost powerbomb off the stage, but Matt Jackson shows up and takes down the group. He and Page stare at each other. Matt flips off Page. Jericho then cracks both Matt and Page in with a chair. Jericho then puts the chair over Matt and sits on it. Jericho, the entire group, gathers around him and flips off the camera. After AEW Dynamite, Penelope Ford defeated Rio by pinfall in a dark match. Also, Cabana defeated Peter Avalon with Leva Bates in his corner. In the final dark match of the night, Christopher Daniels beat Grayson. After the match, ACU Dark Order brawl. Daniels cuts a promo saying there is no Exalted One. AEW is promoting the Dark Order will present the Exalted One in next week's show, which probably won't happen as they redid it. They have even said it one time on the show and then didn't even say it. Also, earlier in the night, TH2, Jack Evans and Angelico defeated Brandon Cutler and Michael Nakazawa before Dynamite got started. And that's your AEW Dark for next week. Thanks again. Peace out. See you on the video. If you don't know, just call me, brothers and sisters.